one of the hardest things to deal with in life is heartbreak. And one of the ways I've experienced heartbreak in life is if I fall in love with someone too quick or too much, meaning that I like them more than they like me, or I just like too quickly, just get too involved. And how I've learned to balance that, understand that, and move forward from that, and correct that, all those things, is I remember there's been times where people have fallen in love with me, have wanted too much from me, too fast from me, and that allows me to kind of have a fair evaluation of life. And also, I take accountability for me, and I have to learn to grow and exercise some self-control. It's like being in front of something that you like. Sometimes in life, like a buffet, like food, right? You can't just always go all in, like betting, like investing. You have to learn to balance. And it sucks because it's like fighting your very instincts of loving, hugging. And I also learned this through a dog, right? It's like many people who have this emotional problem, and we all have this problem in some regards, right? Because we're all at a certain points in life where we're developing. And emotionally developing takes maybe half your life, maybe a quarter of your life, maybe some people never emotionally develop. And so a lot of people nowadays have emotional support dogs. And they'll treat their dog without this self-control, right? Like a dog or a pet is something that you can just love. You can give them all your love very quick, no matter what. But here's how you check yourself. But you can leave your dog to go do whatever you want when you want, and you kind of may not care about their feelings as much. You kind of like, you'll feed them, you'll take them out when you're ready, okay? Even if you love them very much, even if you're always there from them. And, when they get old or whatever, you're going to move on with your life, even if they devastate you passing away or whatever. So even with your emotional support dog, you're kind of taking advantage of them. And that's why you like dogs more than you like humans. It's because you get to have all the authority. You ensure you never get your heart broken, right? And so, but I'm sharing all this to say, I these are my experiences in life, right? So now, as a middle-aged man, even though I don't desire, I could say that firmly, I don't desire a family or children, I'm still human though, so I still meet a girl, and sometimes, most times you don't, right? Because most times you don't have a connection with someone. Certainly there's plenty of people, I see that, I say, wow, this person's beautiful, or, you're physically attracted to them, but it's rare that you get that connection. Like you feel an energy with someone when you see them. It's like, oh my God, But it's like also, you could see these people 10 years from now and they're living a life that you're not connected to. So that a time passes and time changes a lot. So that connection that may be magnetic now, it may be a repellent 10, 20 years from now. Remember that. Why am I saying all this? Because now this is what I've experienced. To keep me tamed, disciplined, self-controlled, to keep my emotions in check. So I'm emotionally healthy. I don't need a dog to service my emotions. Now, if you want a dog, if you want a girlfriend, if you want a boyfriend, and they complement your emotions, which is very rare, consistently long-term, then by all means. Love is a great thing. You should experience it. And you will experience it. And sometimes you'll be in love with someone more than they love you. And sometimes someone will love you more than you love them. You have to remember both. Remember all the people you rejected. Or that you kind of like, oh man, this person's too into me too quick. And that allows you to fairly evaluate life, not bitterly. Okay, and don't that's what you got to remember. And that's kind of all the things I run through my mind when I meet someone now. And of course, as you get more mature and older, it's like you become, hopefully, not all the time, hopefully you become just more centered and grounded. And so when you meet someone you have a connection with, I don't like the term like have no expectations, because to me in life, if you walk around with no expectations, I mean, you might as well be dead. What the fuck type of person walks around life with no expectations? I mean, you got to be a sloth, loser mindset. No. I walk around with the expectation that I'm responsible for me. I'm responsible for encouraging myself, feeling good about myself, and not blaming a girl or my past. I'm responsible. Yeah, I have the expectation that I'm responsible. Okay. Now, from other people, it's like, if I meet them and it's a compliment, it's a blessing. If it's not, that's okay. That's it. That's it. So, but it's still hard, because you still meet people, even, and it never stops. I don't care if you're, 60, 70, 80. You should see some of these people. I mean, they're very old. They still have the connect. They're still human. So they still have a connection with people. And, maybe they may say to themselves sometimes, like I say, well, long term, I'm at a certain age, I don't want anything, but it's still fun to have this level of companionship, even though that's another thing I'll talk about in a different video. So it's weird. It's like, anything like strong and magnetic, you cherish when you're there, but you can't hold on because it doesn't stay there. It's just life. You're not going to understand it. And then the other thing I would just share is that, some people are blessed with a relationship. It's a lot of work, though. Because remember, the connection that you feel, it's different when you feel it when you meet someone, and it's different than when you live with someone for years. That's the other thing. Keep your ass sober. Okay? Yeah, sober-minded. Like, you have the connection, you meet someone, and they may be magical, and you may be magical, and there may be a magical connection. But you live with them, you may still love and respect each other, but it's the work. Every day for years on end. It's a whole other story. And they're not your service dog. Yeah, they're not responsible for making you happy every day, and vice versa. And that's the reality of life. And that's what, as I've experienced life, these are my experiences now as a middle-aged man. So now when I get that urge, because you're never going to stop getting those urges, like as far as, and I'm not just talking sexual, just like the connection, part of that sexual, but just the connection is like, and you start to have all these rush of emotions. You just got to tame yourself and let go and keep moving on with your day, or, if it complements your life and it can enter your life and be healthy, fine, but you got to always remind yourself. I always say in my videos now, you got to remind yourself of certain things. Keep your mind fixed on that which is good. And which is good is self-discipline, remembering that someone can compliment you, but they can't complete you. Okay, why? Because they got to look at life the same way, because you can't look at people as if they're there just to make you happy or make you enjoy life. That's why people have kids, just to make them enjoy life, and then they're still not happy, and then they brought kids into this world. Don't do that. Click the thumbs up, click the join button. You appreciate these videos. If you understand this, you understand this. If you don't, you don't. But I hope you do. I hope my experiences, not my theory, okay, not my philosophy, my experiences in life, help you in some practical, simple way to get through life. So respect the person that you're attracted to, but remember that they don't owe you to be attracted back to you or to be connected back to you. And remember all the other people that you rejected, and remember to tame yourself, remind yourself, tame yourself, and then remember, what do you want long term? And then remember, just enjoy the moment, and then remember, watch this video 20 times, share it with 20 people on social media, and remember, turn your pain into passion, and then capitalize off it. Why? Because you say to yourself, damn, if I got to go through this like torture, which life sometimes almost is, you have a connection with someone, you kind of know it's not going to work out, how are you going to deal with it? Well, use that energy. Energy's got to go somewhere, and use it productively. Turn it into art. Most art comes from pain, so this video is artwork. So I take my pain, I say, what am I going to do? Well, let me take this, make a video, capitalize off it. Why? Because it'll help people. It'll be a service in society, and I'll get some change off it. And I turn that energy into something productive. Okay, and so I don't know how you could be mad at that. Well, some people be mad at that. Hey, guys, a lot of people are emotionally unstable. So they're going to be mad just about anything you give them. What am I going to do, guys? I mean, it's life. I understand life. I understand it. I do. All right. Thank you for watching.